Hey guys, so today I'm going to be looking at why people ghosted their best friends. Yeah, let's just get right into the video. When my beloved mother died, the only two friends I had in a chat saw my message and said nothing. I cannot forgive it. They didn't even try to comfort them or just be there for them.
Nothing.
Sometimes it's better not to have these friends than to have them, honestly. My so-called best friend decided to abandon me 9 miles from my home at 3 a.m. to chase after a guy. I'm disabled with multiple chronic pain disorders and autoimmune diseases. I did manage to get a hold of my daughter, who came to pick me up, but I ended up walking 3 miles before she was able to get to me. Needless to say, I was nearly bedridden for a week afterwards. She texted me the next day to apologize and I ignored her. A couple of years later, she texted me asking me for money. I didn't even bother to answer her. What is this? A best friend wouldn't ever do this to you. I don't get these people. My friend told me that my fiance tried to have an affair with him, but he declined. I wasn't mad at him about that. I was upset that he kept it a secret for about 10 years and decided to tell me a couple of days after my fiance died. At the funeral, he complained to others that he was being treated like he was just a friend. I guess he thought he should have been treated like a sister wife or something. He kept it a secret for 10 years? Dude, if you already kept that secret for 10 years, right, and the fiance died, it's better to just not tell them. You know, it's not like they can do anything about it now. You know, the fiance died. What are they going to do about it but just know the 10 years have been fake? If that's the case, then I feel like the right thing to do is just don't tell them. You know, they can't even fix anything about it now because what can they do? Nothing. If you're going to tell someone, just tell them right away. This person really waited until their fiance died to tell the partner. Are you kidding me? I ghosted my best friend I had all through high school. I'm a gay man and she dated this guy who was super uncomfortable with this fact. Eventually, I found out about the nasty things he would say about me when I wasn't around, and I refused to be around him. She was into this relationship very much and I saw her less and less. I also caught on that she never stuck up for me or called him or his friends out for the homophobic bullcrap. She came to visit me our freshman year of college. We attended different colleges. I decided to cut ties with her after realizing that absolutely nothing had changed and that I'd rather much be around my new friends who are accepting of me. Yes. Be around people who accept you for who you are, okay? Someone who's not even willing to stick up for you, jeez. Don't be with them. I just love someone who can be able to stick up for me, you know? If I'm upset about something, I want them to stick up for me. Who would want a friend to just play it off it's just nothing? Well, girl, what they said made me sad. Okay, you're supposed to stick up for me, okay? You're not supposed to tell me not to get offended, well, I'm offended. Now what? I ghosted my best friend of 28 years after she completely changed while planning her wedding. First, she asked me and her sister to lose weight before the dress fitting and said we should do a shake diet. She knew I had put on a bit of weight and I was really insecure about this. Second, I planned the hen party and 3 of her work friends didn't pay me for their share. She said I was selfish for bringing this up. Third, I broke my wrist in a car accident 5 weeks before the wedding, and when I called her to tell her what had happened, the first thing she said was I best not have a cast on for the wedding day. The wedding day went fine, but a week after the wedding, she texted me asking to meet up. When we did, she said I tried to make the wedding about me because everyone was asking how I had broken my wrist. I told her to have a good life, got up and walked away. She texted me a few times after that, but I haven't spoken to her for 7 years now. It hurt at first, but I've realized we had just grown apart. It's sad, but it's part of life. Some people really do think their wedding day is the most important thing ever. They're fine losing friends over it. It's crazy. You better not be wearing a cast on my wedding day, else all the attention is gonna be on you. I don't care if you broke your wrist.
Who cares about your hand?
My 20+ year best friend decided that it was acceptable to make fun of my husband, who had just been sexually assaulted, and then allowed herself to tell him to be a man and to swallow his misplaced little male pride. I have quietly erased her from all my social networks, blocked her absolutely everywhere, and warned my entourage that the first person who would speak to me about her would suffer the same fate. Oh my gosh. Good. I'm so glad she stuck up for him. These kind of people are some of the reason why men don't get help because they just feel like it's embarrassing when it's not. You should be able to tell someone what happened. You should know that it's not your fault why it happened. I just hate people like this, honestly. My best friend of 20 years had always treated me badly. I always brushed her aside because she had a terrible, abusive childhood. She was self-serving and always put me and other people down to make herself feel better. She stopped talking to me when I didn't invite her to my wedding at the courthouse. I ghosted her when I found out she was telling people that I needed to get over my son's death and that I was just trying to get attention. What the heck? How do you be best friends with this type of person for 20 years? I would have ghosted them. It's so sad though because I feel like some people, they just can't leave a friend because they were friends for so long. And sometimes they'd feel bad for trying to leave that friend when they know that their friend might not have other friends. So they guilt trip themselves into staying with that friend, which is not good. You shouldn't have to deal with this type of person, honestly. Like, they don't even deserve to be called a friend. I ghosted my childhood best friend who I've known since I was born. She's my mum's best friend's daughter for many reasons. She was always very selfish and toxic, but for some reason I thought I was the only exception to her cruelty. Then she stole my boyfriend. I even forgave her for it. The relationship also only lasted a week, but I never trusted her again. Oh right, I never really liked the term she stole my boyfriend because no one can steal your boyfriend if your boyfriend isn't willing to be stolen. You know what I mean? Like, no one can just steal your man or your girl. Like, as long as your man is like, ew, get off me, then she can't steal your boyfriend because he doesn't even like her, you know? But the fact that they actually got together in this story just means that your boyfriend just cheated on you and is not a good person. I ghosted my best friend when I stumbled across her making fun of me on Facebook. She called me a globe in reference to my weight and she wanted to stick continents all over me. I quietly blocked her and haven't really spoken to her since. What? How do you make fun of your best friend publicly on Facebook? You have a lot of guts there, showing everyone what type of person you are, okay, dummy? My friend pretended to be very nice, but in reality lacked so much self-confidence because she would constantly compare herself to others. To compensate, she would talk about how good of a person she was, cling to people very quickly, talk behind her friends' backs, and would call you out if you didn't meet every single friend expectation. She once accused me of wanting to see her die. What is this friendship? Dude, I'll be so tired in this friendship, honestly. This girl outed one of our mutual friends as gay when they weren't ready to come out to at least 3 people. She didn't see why it was such a problem. I ended up ghosting her. My other friend she outed cut ties with her and sadly lost another friend in the process too. Apparently she doesn't know why we don't talk to her anymore. People like this just lack some common sense. Like, seriously? You don't ever do this. If someone opens up to you about this sort of thing and you know they haven't told anyone else about it yet, don't be going around telling other people. Okay? It's like, it's not your job to tell other people. Jeez, like, how hard is that to understand? I used to have this close friend since high school. Several years ago, since she became vegan, she started pushing her lifestyle onto everyone. I do believe not every vegan is like this. Okay, I do believe that this person is just making every vegan look bad. Like, I know that, okay? I know that's the problem for some people. Jeez. I have no problem with her because I know what goes on in the meat industry. I've also been a vegetarian since middle school, but I won't preach to people about what is wrong to eat. They can eat whatever pleases them. I agree. Whatever makes you happy, as long as it's not hurting anyone else, it's fine. Oh, that sounds bad. Not hurting anyone else, but you're hurting other animals. Whoa, Ellen, whoa. I had a friend for over 20 years. We used to date, but then we broke up and eventually became friends. He was the type that would always manipulate people to get whatever he wanted out of them, and I thought he would never do that to me. At one point, he convinced me to go to a Caribbean vacation with him that he won. Come to find out, his mum had paid for the trip, and he and his mum hounded me to pay for my share, which was over $2,000. And this was after the fact I paid for everything that was not included in the trip that was won. Apparently he had already bought the plane tickets and paid for the resort for him and his boyfriend, but they broke up. He wanted to go with me so he could get the trip he already paid for. I ghosted him and haven't looked back. You can't tell someone that the trip is free and then be like, pay up, you know, because some people wouldn't be going to the trip if they had to pay $2,000 for it. You can't do that. You can't just be like, come, it's free. Actually, it's not free. $2,000 please. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.